We're operating on old bag time. On old bag turf. We're on an old bag level. Yeah.
Dude, I can't believe that Adrian. No way. Not cool. Not cool and collected Adrian Andrews.
Bruh, she's your manager. It would have been very easy for her to pull it off. The only person who had easy access to the knife you used at dinner was, well, her, dude.
So after the ceremony, during the break, huh? I was sleeping like a log the entire time.
See, she could have also easily planted that blood-covered button in your hakama, dude. In your hakama. You planted that blood-covered button in your hakama. Bro.
Because she was the one that came to wake me up.
Not the hakama.
Then, dude, you're saying it really was her?
Yeah. She's the real killer, dude. She's the one who murdered Juan Corrida.
But why? I thought she was buzzed with Juan.
She had her own agenda, dude.
Her own agenda? What are you talking about?
I'm sure you'll see by the time the trial's over, dude. Bruh.
Dude.
Brosif.
Bro.
It'll be alright. I'll get you acquitted by the end of today. You'll be back to surfing tasty waves in no time.
Get me a verdict that's refreshing like a spring breeze. Okay, Mr. Lawyer Dude?
You got it.
Phoenix. You think her motive is related to Celeste Impact's missing suicide note, right?
I do, yes. Miss Andrews depended on Miss Impacts for her strength and reason to live. But then Miss Impact suddenly killed herself. God damn, you are straight out of the 70s jumping into a robot. Sounds like she left a suicide note and the person thought to have hidden it
is Juan Corrida, the victim of this murder.
And that's why I think Miss Andrews got close to Miss Corrida. All to get that suicide note back.
That sounds plausible. But one thing bothers me.
What?
Who was it that first told us about their relationship? Better stated, Miss Andrews' dependency issues with regards to Miss Impacts.
Edgeworth did. It was Edgeworth.
It looks like he's still the one in command of this ship. Don't let your guard down yet.
Mia's getting like tons of death time on camera.
Yeah.
I have to say. She's just chilling. She's grabbing lunch, using the bathroom, like taking 5, catching up with the news, going, oh, what's going on?
Yeah.
The Knicks! She's just chilling.
Phoenix, really?
Beyond the grave while Pearls is like, oh.
Court will now reconvene. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you please. The prosecution calls the witness subpoenaed by this court. Subpoenaed.
Yeah.
God damn.
It's when you serve somebody the paper, you go like, you've been served.
Yeah. Subpoena, I'm like, okay, and then you add like suffixes.
Subpoenea.
And
Yeah.
I'm like,
subpoenaed.
yeah.
Yeah. You're not wrong. It's a lot of vowels.
It's fine. I'm like, subpoena, okay, and then you add like ed, and then eng at the end, and I'm like, oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is a little bit of conjugation a problem, monsieur?
It's just a lot of words that I don't use at the same time.
Monsieur Gaston?
God damn it.
Avec la bécherelle?
It's just, it's like...
Or is it le? Is it le or is it la? I forget which one it was.
Oh, shut up. It's a freaking weird word.
Yeah,
man.
well, maybe we should translate it into more than perfect tense.
Oh my god.
Oh, shit.
Miss Adrian Andrews, the person who discovered the crime in Mr. Juan Corrida's room.
and the card.
What is your occupation? I am the manager of the defendant in this case, Mr. Matt on guard.
I see. Now then.
Before we begin, Your Honor, I have one request.
Yeah, sure. What is it?
I'm sure everyone in this room is wondering the same thing, and would love to find out more about my relationship with the victim.
How, who, us? What? The crowd? No! What? Hey, come on now. Everyone deserves their privacy. Leans in. Oh?
After all, it was the topic of a certain weekly magazine recently.
No, I have no idea what you mean. I've never even heard of Gossip Man.
You ever see an entire room full of people scratching the back of their heads, looking around, looking at the ceiling? If the judge was ever a prosecution witness, he'd do all my work for me.
Anyway, I was wondering if you could please tell us about your relation to the victim. Yes, I was seeing Mr. Corrida. I was also aware of the rivalry that existed between Matt and Juan. But this was a private matter between Juan and myself.
So it was fry and bait matter. Or was that bait and fry? Reminds me of fishing.
But I didn't kill him. No one is accusing you of that. I think there's someone who would beg to differ.
Hi! I called you a killer.
Yeah, that did happen.
I'm on layer 2. Sorry. Trying to get to Yomi layer 5. It's hard. There's a lot of different ways to tech in this game.
I think we all understand your relationship with the victim now, Miss Andrews.
Very well then. Witness, please testify to the court about what happened when you discovered the murder that had taken place.
Witness testimony.
When I found the body.
I said, oh shit! Well?
It was time for the show to start, so I went to get Matt from his room. After that, I went to Juan's room. And there was his dead body. I was in shock. What I saw was, naturally, the exact same scene as in the crime scene photo. I felt as though I was about to faint, so I poured myself a glass of juice.
You poured yourself a glass of juice?
Yes. Sadly, I didn't remember not to touch things at the scene of a crime. And I disturbed the crime scene by moving this one thing. And that is when the fingerprints on the wine glass were made, Your Honor.
I see. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Phoenix. She is one cool and collected customer, and she has the brains to match.
Yeah, I know.
In order to catch a person like her, you have to avoid head-on confrontations. You should disrupt her pacing.
Disrupt her pacing?
She's the type of woman who is easily thrown off by things inconsistent with her thinking. So you have to attack when she least expects it. The instant you let up on her on your offense is the instant this trial is over. Understand?
AKA, she's not a cartoon character. She's a real person on the stand. She's not a clown or a fucking sushi salesman or a cowboy or a parrot. You actually have to talk to her and find out what you can by being a lawyer.
And rush that shit down.
It was time for the show to start, so I went to get Matt in his room.
The highest possible difficulty of Phoenix Wright case. A regular person. Holy shit! Now hold on. And what was Mr. On Guard doing at the time?
He was taking a nap. He was worn out from his mini performance as the Nickel Samurai during the ceremony.
Mr. On Guard did say he was taking a nap. And I guess you could say it could not have been taken out of his room, yes?
Excuse me? It? What are you... Right. I thought years of school would have taught you how to construct a sentence. If you can't make a sensible sentence with a subject, then I'll make one for you. Watch. Did you, Miss Andrews, remove Mr. Angard's knife from his room? No. Subject, verb, object, right? Did you skip basic grammar? The witness may continue. After that, I went to Juan's room.
And why did you do that?
As a friendly gesture, Juan was to make an appearance with the other heroes.
So the show was supposed to be a show of friendship, huh? Is that the only reason?
I beg your pardon? What are you implying?
You had a certain goal in mind when you started to get close to him, correct? Perhaps you had a more personal matter to discuss with the victim?
Sorry, but I didn't have any such intentions in mind at the time.
Can't get her to talk without a strong piece of evidence, I guess.
May we continue now? Witness, what did you see when you got to his room? And there was his dead body. I was in shock.
You were in shock.
What? Was I not supposed to be?
Sanchez is a very calculating person. And despite how close they were, I doubt she had romantic feelings for Mr. Corrida.
Anyone randomly stumbling upon a dead body would be in shock. And you can't seriously expect that a young beauty like her would not be shocked.
I suppose you would know! Somehow I don't think beauty has anything to do with this being shocked or not.
I see.
What I saw was, naturally, the exact same scene as in a crime scene photo.
This is the photo you were referring to, correct?
Yes, the one with the knife lodged in his chest.
And the guitar case was like this too?
Yes, it was open and empty, of course. And then, what did you do next, witness? I felt as though I was about to faint, so I poured myself a glass of juice.
Juice?
Yes, there was a bottle of tomato juice on the table, so I helped myself.
But you didn't drink any of it, did you?
Huh?
There was no lip marks on this, even on this wine glass, to suggest anyone drank from it.
I wasn't feeling terribly great, so I set the glass down, without drinking it.
Miss Andrews, I'd like to confirm with you one more time. When you discovered the dead body of Juan Corrida, you were in great shock, and that's when you poured yourself the glass of juice, correct?
And what of it? My mind really was a complete blank at the time.
Your mind was a complete blank. I didn't think that was possible for you.
Aren't you rude today? I was so dazed that I made one careless mistake. That one thing.
What one thing?
Never mind. It's no big deal.
What was she starting to say just now? Miss Andrews, I'm convinced that as you said, you made a mistake at the scene of the crime. What I really want to know is what this mistake was.
Actually, so would I. I'm sorry, it's kind of embarrassing. When I set the glass down on the dresser, I accidentally knocked the flower vase over.
Flower vase? Are you talking about the one on the floor in the crime photo? This mess of a glass shards?
It was originally on top of the dresser, but when I bumped into it with my elbow, it fell onto the guitar case.
So there was your sign of a struggle, or lack thereof. And hence, no massive blood spatter, because that was done to the corpse, because he was choked out. Yeah.
Why did you withhold such an important piece of information?
Huh. Okay.
I'm sorry. I thought that since the crime scene was already in disarray, that people would simply assume the vase was just another part of the mess.
It looks like yet another fact has come to light here. Please add this and anything else you have to reveal to your testimony.
I'm sorry, but I have nothing more to add. I didn't touch anything else. I was the one who knocked the flower vase over, where it fell onto the guitar case.
What kind of flower vase was it?
It was a glass vase, and it was fairly big and heavy. I thought I would try to take Juan's pulse. So I set the glass I was holding down on the dresser. And that's when my elbow accidentally hit the vase.
That's odd. I thought she was always in total control of herself.
That's what she would like people to think. Always be mindful of the gap between your perception and reality.
It doesn't sound like there's any glaring contradictions in her testimony just now.
I warned you earlier that she would not crack so easily. There's only one way. The only way to make her is to
keep on the offensive and not let up.
The only way you're going to catch her is with some very strong, decisive evidence.
I have to find something. I just have to. For Maya's sake. Wow, that is so refreshing compared to don't press the clown! Don't press the clown!
We're so far from that.
Holy shit.
Getting further away by
God damn it. We're actually being lawyers. How about that?
Okay.
Went to get Matt. Went to Juan's room. Shock. What I saw was the same as the crime scene photo.
Except the vase on the table, I guess.
Except, yeah. Why you always lying? Okay. Do you want me to go about it this way? Or, let me see. We can go about it this way. I feel like the game could fuck me on this, so I'll try both.
Yeah. There's one thing that caught my eye.
Yeah?
She poured herself a glass.
Mm-hmm. The sealed bottle?
Yet the bottle seemed particularly full to me.
It did. I thought about that too. When I looked at it, and the picture that they show you, which is, you can see, it's in the little moment with her. But you can also see this here. It's like, it's like, yeah, that's a lot. That's the displacement from here to here ain't right. I did consider that as well.
Yeah. I don't know what they want, but
no, it crossed my mind, but I'm like, this game has been up your ass about much finer details as well. But I think the most pronounced one at this particular moment in this juncture is much more obvious.
Okay.
The fuck is up with the fucking guitar case then? You testified that you knocked over the flower vase, correct?
Yes.
Are you sure it fell onto the guitar case?
Is there some problem with what I said?
It's not some problem. It's a major problem. It's true that the top of the guitar case was wet with water.
Mm-hmm.
However, that's exactly what's so strange. Miss Andrews, you testified that the vase fell onto the guitar case. However, if that was true, then the case should have gotten wet on the inside, not the outside.
that's very true.
Shit was open. Furthermore, there's only one other strange thing about this guitar case.
And what is that?
Why wouldn't her fingerprints be on it? Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. The remains of the vase were scattered on the floor.
And what is wrong with that?
If the guitar case was open when the vase fell, the glass shard should be inside, not outside the case.
Oh. What is your point, right? That the case was closed at the time the vase was knocked over?
Case closed.
Is that all?
No, think back to what Miss Andrews testified to. She said other than the vase, she didn't touch anything else.
Yes, that's right. She did implicitly say that she didn't touch the guitar case. But this whole matter with the guitar case is a dead end. The bright red guitar was found at the studio. It has no bearing on this case at all.
That may very well be. However, the empty case does seem to have no relation to this case, doesn't it?
It seems that there's no deeper meaning to the guitar case. Well, Mr. Wright, do you think we need to hear more details about the guitar case?
Always. Please let me testify. The empty guitar case. I believe this is a crucial piece of the puzzle.
I can't believe anyone would reach for straws like this, but it is you.
I can't believe I'm doing this either. As Edgeworth performs for his audience of one. Even though he's lined up the next fucking witness for you and everything.
All right, I'll follow along, for now. Miss Andrews, please testify to the court about the guitar case.
Yes, Your Honor.
Witness testimony.
The guitar case.
Actually, I think it's pronounced Koss.
I don't remember too clearly because I was a bit dazed. I suppose I must have opened the guitar case after I knocked the vase over. It's not a big deal though, right? The case was empty after all. As for why I opened the case, I don't know.
That's it? That's all you got?
It looks like this really wasn't an important point.
This wastefulness is such a familiar feeling by now that it's almost comforting.
Anyway, I'll just go ahead and start the cross-examination, please.
Using any way to change the topic. A convenient escape for a weak man.
Anyway, cross-examination. The guitar costs.
I don't remember too clearly because I was a bit dazed.
Uh-huh. During your testimony just now, did you remember those events clearly in your mind?
Well, you see...
Are you sure you're the one who opened the guitar case?
She's waiting for someone to tell her if she should answer or not.
Sounds like her dependent side is taking over.
Well, Miss Andrews?
Yes, it was me. I suppose I must have opened the guitar case after I knocked the vase over.
And so you opened the guitar case then?
Yes, well, maybe.
Yes or no?
Why are you being dodgy? I say while I'm being dodgy about this whole case. Why did you open the guitar case?
Huh?
Mr. Corrida's dead body was right there in front of you, wasn't it? I would think that the first thing you'd do is call for help, not open the guitar case.
As the witness has said multiple times when she found the dead body, she was dazed.
And confused.
Maybe I was curious to know if the bright red guitar was alright or not. I thought maybe the criminal took it.
Why would she care about the bright red guitar?
But getting back on topic. It's not a big deal though, right? The case was empty after all.
But was it really empty?
Hmm?
I was just wondering if maybe when you opened the case, The guitar was still inside.
How long have you been a lawyer, Mr. Wright? Have a little professionalism. The bright red guitar was found at the studio. These trials would be over in half the time if you would just pay attention. Yes, pay more attention, Mr. Wright.
Sorry.
As for why I opened the case, even I don't know.
Was that because you were shocked and dazed at discovering the victim's body?
Yes, that's probably it.
Not gonna get anywhere if I continue pressing her like this. The only way to make her talk is with evidence. I guess I should give it a try.
Come on, Phoenix. We can't afford to let up on her now.
I wasn't planning on letting up, but...
She's at her weakest now, so this is our chance.
yeah, if we had a weapon to hit her with.
I'm sure a weapon is hiding somewhere in the court record, waiting to be found.
Right, so... yeah, this would be the statement.
Objection!
There's no way you were the one who opened the guitar case.
Why would you say that?
It's elementary, my dear. Because the only fingerprints on this guitar case are those of the victim.
What is it, Miss Andrews? You shouldn't assume that I must have left prints just because I touched the case.
What do you mean?
What if I were to tell you that I was wearing gloves at that time? Gloves? But why would you be wearing gloves at the time? It was the night of the award ceremony. So of course I dressed up for the occasion. Yes, now I remember. I'm almost sure I was wearing a pair of thin gloves. I see. Well, Mr. Wright, it seems the witness was wearing gloves at the time of the scene of the crime.
That's strange. You're wearing gloves? Isn't that a little strange?
Why is that strange? Do you have something that would prove I was not wearing gloves at the time?
What the fuck are we talking about? I have your proof right here. It's the wine glass.
The wine glass?
You left your fingerprints clearly on the wine glass.
Huh.
Even if you took your gloves off when you poured yourself the glass of juice, wouldn't you think it was just a little strange? That you put your gloves back on just to open the guitar case? Oh shit! Replacement glasses!
Damn. Order! 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 Looks like you've hit the nail on the head this time.
What do you mean?
I believe that guitar case plays a very important role here.
But this case is empty.
I wonder if it really was empty though.
But the guitar. The bright red guitar was at the studio.
Phoenix, drop all of your presumptions. What was in the guitar case was not the bright... what was in the guitar case was not the bright red guitar.
Clearly. You know me. It was the bright white guitar? Wait, no, that's not right either.
I admit it would be unnatural for someone to do that. So the witness was not wearing gloves, despite the fact that on the case... Your Honor, this is obviously the defense's usual misdirection tactic at work. Steer the court towards an unrelated topic and lull us all into its misguided...
Stop making excuses for lies. No, Your Honor. Please recall that Miss Andrews had testified that the vase fell onto the guitar case. which means that the case was closed when the crime took place. However, it's wide open in this photo of the crime scene. I'm sure this guitar case has some relation to the murder.
If you are so sure, right, then I'm sure you can somehow substantiate your outrageous claim, correct? Please, enlighten us as to why that guitar case has anything at all to do with this murder.
Can you do that, Mr. Wright?
Well, let's suppose for a second that the bright red guitar was not the only thing that could have been in the case.
The bright red guitar not being the only thing.
Who would put something that's not a guitar in a guitar case? That's crazy.
No.
It's preposterous.
Could never happen.
Harumph, bah, and humbug, I say.
You don't mean to suggest that a bright black guitar...
So you intend to push your theory that the case was not empty. Is that it, right?
I wouldn't say something if I didn't intend to prove.
Deflate that head of yours. You haven't proven anything yet. Now then, let's have it. What was inside the case at the time of the murder?
Oh, look at that light jab he's throwing at us. Hitting us with a fucking 5 frames. So, pop, pop. Love tap. Well, that's interesting.
Very interesting.
And why would something like that be inside a guitar case, let alone this one?
Why, Mr. Wright? Why?
Well, I just thought it might have been possible. No.
I have a suggestion. Why don't you put that in the void where your brain is supposed to be?
Yes, and never bring it out again.
Can a foolishly foolish fool get some love?
Do you still think you can prove your theory? Can you prove that the guitar case was not empty at the time of the murder?
I wouldn't say something I didn't intend to prove. Okay, so this is a leap. You want us to make a leap. I feel like the hidden note was the most likely thing based on the fact that she was looking for it. But if that's not where we're going...
The note?
Yeah, whatchamacallit, Andrews wants Imp Celeste's suicide note because it was hidden. Because Juan hid it. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm just going, if she walked into this room trying to get close to him, looking for something in this relationship, the thing that she would be combing the room for would be the suicide note
From Celeste?
Yeah. The thing that was hidden that she wants from him.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, yeah.
So I'm surprised that that was not the case here, because I feel like that's the most direct intention thing. But if that is not what it is, then this is something that would have, like, he got strangled first. The stabbing could have happened afterwards. There's no reason for that to be in the case necessarily. If you're going with the idea that she walked in on a murder that already took place and the killer is involved, then you could jump to some sort of, like, conclusion on that. But this was stolen by Old Bag. Like, no.
No.
Damn, that went a bit further back than I thought. Yeah, like, there's no thread that we've been connected to on the guitar case, like, secret contents just yet.
No.
And of the evidence we have, we've got the suspicious The Killer shit, which, as we can see, is not related. And then the camera from Old Bag. So I'm quite shocked that it's not the suicide note. Unless this is a more roundabout way of getting there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, we're on topic. Edgeworth's calling you out on your bullshit. What else?
Fuck, I should have just saved it right there.
Not quite.
What? Like, what the actual fuck, then? The murder weapon is in his chest. This is in the body. That's in the pockets. Human beings are too small to fit into a guitar case. This is a photo. This is a ticket.
Ticket. To confess something.
That had nothing to do with anything that would not be there. This is just a ticket to the show that we got.
Confess something after the post-ceremony stage show.
The Nickel Samurai was supposed to confess, not
Yes,
Juan.
someone dressed up as the Nickel Samurai, not Matt, because he didn't know what was going on. We got this from Gumshoe.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's not this piece of paper, this ticket, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
We don't know enough about the killer and what he's doing and what's going on to assume that there was some sort of radio transceiver like this one inside that case. This was in the possession of Old Bag. As far as we know, we just established. This is just a story that we got from Edgeworth. It's not a piece that he'd be holding on to for any reason. This is the map. This is the case itself. This is the juice. This is the photo of the crime scene.
Which is definitely not that.
This we just established is related to the actual tampering with the body. This is what I thought it was. This failed. This is... she had this? Was it this? No, that doesn't make sense either, right? That would be really, really weird. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna have to do this again, and I'm gonna have to save it right before that occurs.
Okay.
But you follow my logic,
I'm
right?
not sure what to present at this point.
Yeah. You. As long as you follow where I'm going with the thought process here.
I don't know.
Strange. Yeah. Let me just do this real quick. And there's not enough evidence to really... Like every once in a while I'm used to these cases having a, like, you gotta leap, right? And then there's a moment of, like, bluff.
Yeah.
This doesn't appear to be a bluff moment. This appears to be a, like, no, do the thing. So I'm a bit perturbed. Let's see. Very strange.
Guitar was in the studio. Case was empty, but it might not have been empty.
I was gonna wait for the judge to make his joke, but I'll just do it here because I don't remember how many more lines are gonna go until that happens.
Yeah, I think Edgy gets a few lines after the judge.
Why the case has anything to do with the murder?
So you could save here, I guess. What is going on? What was inside this case at the time of the murder? Oh no. Do you think maybe the costume?
I thought about the costume, but I did think about the costume, but the costume itself is not a piece of evidence. So
Okay,
like is it presenting the photo to as a stand-in for the costume?
we're trying things. This is a photograph.
I get. Excuse me. I guess that's one way to do it then. Like I did think about that. I did think about the costume as a thing, but then I was thinking like, okay, it's not its own item of evidence.